Back when Hawaiian Airlines was founded, the flight time from Honolulu to Hilo was 3 hours and 10 minutes, and planes carried just a few passengers at a time. A lot has changed since then for the airline and for Hawaii. World-famous attractions have sprung up over the years throughout the islands. One that may already be on your itinerary is the Polynesian Cultural Center, about an hour's drive from Honolulu. The latest attraction at the Polynesian Cultural Center is a brand new night show called Ha, Breath of Life. Let's go behind the scenes and talk to some of the performers and the creator of the show.
We feel that Ha is unique from any other Polynesian show here in the state of Hawaii because of its storytelling element and how we have tried to look at the core values of the different cultures in presenting it. The cultures are linked together with the story around a central character named Mana, so that when an audience member watches the show, there's truth in what we're doing on stage and it connects with what they've experienced in their own life. They can totally relate to it. Besides the storytelling element and being able to connect with the audience, just the sheer size of our production. We have over 100 performers and we have a tech crew of over 50 people. When they all come together on stage, it's huge. The other thing that makes this show very unique is the use of animation. We wanted to have a show that would not only appeal to our English-speaking guests, but also to those who don't understand English. And we felt that animation would be the best way to tell some of the segments.
Rise high, look far, dream big.
The story depends on each individual doing their part and being able to connect it. It's not just around each section doing their part and then getting off, but you've got to be able to pick up where the previous culture or section left off and carry the story through the next part and leave the audience hanging and on the edge of their seat to wonder what's going to happen in the next culture and section. Lucy Wilson, who is one of our Lani characters in the show, she's beautiful, she's a graceful dancer, and she's just has very endearing qualities that Mana or any other young man would appreciate in her, and she's very responsible to her own family, and she's a good example and role model to her cast members.
I knew this was going to be a very big role and big shoes that I had to fill. So with gratitude, I took the responsibility and played the part every night with all of my heart. It's a unique story that everyone could understand and learn from. Playing Lani, I learned many important values that could help me have a more successful life.
Ricky Suava, who is our principal lead for Mana, he really worked hard to learn his role. Acting is something that is very new to him, and so he took it on seriously, just like young Mana did in New Zealand, in wanting to become accepted amongst his uncles and his elder family members.
Some of the traits that Mana has in the show made me value more what I have in my personal life. How he finds love, the love that I have in real life. Made me value my other half a lot more, and being able to build a relationship that's long lasting, you know. The family is just such an important thing to me, and every time I do this show, I always think of my family. Oh man, the cast and crew, amazing people. Very fun to work with. Some of them, I see them as brothers and sisters. Some of them are really, really good friends, and outside of work, we have this bond.
This cast and crew, they are phenomenal. They really put their heart and their soul into this project, and when moments got discouraging, they'd pick each other up and pull them along. Come on, we can do it. And when they were sleepy and we'd have to be here till 3 in the morning, bless their hearts, as long as we fed them, they were happy.
We have a lot of authentic dances, costumes, props. We have live musicians. This project has been going on for 3 years. People from the mainland, from here in Hawaii, our community, everyone came together. Like the show, it talks about life and survival. This took a lot of hard work and commitment, but I know that it will pay off.
One of the things I enjoy doing as I critique or observe the show is to just watch the audience response. And probably some of my favorite moments are when, in the Hawaiian section, Mother reaches down and embraces Mana very, very lovingly. And I'll see Mother turn to her child who's seated next to her and reach over and hug her. Or in the Fijian section, when men and women are emotionally touched by the loss of life there, I'll see a husband or reach over and rub his wife's back and just pull her in a little closer. I've never seen that happen in past shows here at the Cultural Center. One of my favorite responses was when a local couple came to watch the show, and afterwards he wrote to us and he said, when the show concluded, I talked to my wife and we said it made us want to be better parents. We realized how much we appreciated our own parents for making us who we were, and we wanted to be even better parents for our own children. That's what the show did for us. You don't get those kinds of responses with Polynesian entertainment, but we're getting those types of responses all the time, and it's so heartwarming, and it just affirms that what we're doing is the right thing.
The reaction that I get from the audiences that really shocked me was when they started to cry. And secondly, what I really liked was one night, as I gave the pearl to Lani, there was a woman, I guess she was sitting next to her husband. She just jumped up and was very excited, hugged her husband, and just was really happy. Maybe it made her remember of a moment they shared together. One lady came up to me after the show and she said if she only had 23 hours left to live, it was her experience here at Polynesian Cultural Center. And that's a very true statement. I will never forget that. And it's such a cool feeling that what we do here has a big effect out there in the world and to everyone. The way we touch their hearts.
It's been very gratifying to see the cast enjoy it, to see the audience just stand up on their feet with rousing standing ovations night after night and walk out wiping tears and saying, we have to come back. Those are exactly the kinds of responses we hoped for, but we didn't want to be too arrogant and assume it was going to happen. But we're hearing it, and we have our own family members who say that we've got people that have seen this show 11 times. That's how much they love it, and it just lets us know that what we're doing is something that is appreciated not only by us, but by our audience as well.